The people that you'll meet in a city like that are the kookiest in the best way.
People really don't know traveling bartending is a thing.
You're gonna tell me that this is the first time your husband's done that?
Once you work it so many years, you got people every year coming to your bar.
A lot of times people are like, oh, like, it's gonna be so cool when you own your own restaurant. Fuck no,
Yes.
I will never do that. No, I was watching a TikTok the other day and the boys were making so much jokes about me because like I just cry about everything. Like I'll see like a video and it's just like super emotional. Like I saw this, my mom raised me. Like my whole entire life, it's really been my mom who's played both roles. And I was watching this video of this girl that like asked her mom to like have her first dance at her wedding. And like the speech that she gave was just so emotional. And I'm sobbing. The boys come in and they're like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm tears just falling on me. I'm just like, I just love my mom and she's like the best. And like, I know I'm going to do that, but it's just like, oh my God, why am I crying? You know, why am I crying?
That's me.
Do you have any kids?
Yes. Did we already start?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have 3. I got 2 boys, 21, 19, and a daughter. That's my twin. That is 15.
Oh, nice.
Yes, my oldest just went into the military, the new Space Force. So that's been really emotional for me, like losing not losing, but him growing up, you know?
Yeah. A little bit of like the empty nest syndrome.
Yeah. Even though like I travel for work and when I'm home, I barely ever even see my oldest because he's always at his apartment. But we never see each other when we're home. So I'm like, why are you upset now, Mason? Like, you're out there, go. It's okay. You know? We're okay home. You're going to be gone 6 months or 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Does he get breaks in between?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice at least.
Yeah.
Does he get to come home for the holidays and stuff like that?
He should be able to, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how it works, but yeah, eventually.
Yeah, well, my best friend's little brother is in the military now. So he comes home, like, I see him once a year.
Yeah. I know, but it's only a couple years. Like, you don't want him to stay home. Like, so right out of in high school, he wanted to go into the Marines. So once he ended up not going into the Marines because he dropped out of high school his senior year because he hurt his leg playing football. Oh. And he was like, my football's gone. I can't play football, so I'm just going to go get my GED. And now he's, you know, I'm like, go, you know.
Yeah.
He's done re-enlisted again. So I'm like, finish. Apparently this has been your goal. It's something you've been wanting to do. So don't come home because you miss us because eventually that missing us will disappear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even see us when you're home. You're on your game at your apartment or with a girlfriend.
Yeah. Yes. No, but honestly, like it's at least like in his scenario, like it really was the best thing that's ever happened for him. So like I hope that it's like that for him too. He gets like clarity and stuff. Aw. But do your other kids miss them?
Yeah. I've been trying to get my middle son to write him, and he don't. Like he hasn't been home since he turned 18. So he's just a little, I get Snapchat stories of him drinking beer and So I'm like, all right, you know, write your brother. And it's not going to work.
No, I feel like the teen years are the hardest because it's not even so much like rebelling, especially when you're a little older, but it's just kind of like, don't tell me what to do. I'm an adult, you know?
Yeah. And imagine you stay in the military 20 years and you have like the best everything. Like you don't have to come back home and work for the family because my family has its own our own business. So like everyone ends up back at my dad's work, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, go be better. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be here.
Yeah. Do you work in the business too?
No. So I'm a bartender. I actually work for a catering company and we travel all over the United States, bartending like PGA golf tournaments, music festivals, like Electric Forest, Rockville and Daytona, EDC festivals. It's fun.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's hard work though. I mean, you're working 12 to 14 hours on your feet, you know, especially for music festivals. Normally they have camping, so it's so much fun. So you can actually like everything you go there for is a profit because you get to camp, you know, and then you get to meet new people and visit.
What's your favorite
your
event to
old
work?
Probably Rockville in Daytona.
Okay.
Only because that's my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, St. Augustine's my hometown, but because my people from my hometown go there, and it's more like my ex, my baby daddy, Jeremy, he always loved rock music. So I had that all in my head, even though I was never really into rock music. So I know all the songs. I know most of the, artist or whatever. So yeah, it's fun. And then once you work it so many years, you got people every year coming to your bar. Like I have so much footage of just people bringing these cool shirts and
Speaking of cool shirts, that's probably the best shirt that I've ever seen in my life. Can the camera see?
Yes.
Dilf Hunter.
Yeah, so Spencer's.
Yeah, is it really?
Yes. So I had one the other day. I got one a couple weeks ago. It was tell your dad I said hello.
Yeah.
It's got like 534 views on it right now,
Mm-hmm.
and like 130 comments. And like I've been going back and commenting on everyone, like even the good stuff, even the bad stuff, because that's what makes people like they come to social media for the comments.
Yeah.
So
well, it's funny because I try to think about it now as like as a consumer or as someone who's like on social media, who's like as a viewer, right? Where like like if I see a funny video, I'm always clicking the comments. You know what I mean? And those comments are probably going to make me laugh just as much as the thing, So it's funny to think about it like that. I never really realized how much it really takes.
Yeah, and so a lot of the times I will comment back with something smart. And so eventually through those comments, from me being a smart aleck like they were, they'll end up following me.
Mm-hmm.
So like today I'm like, this guy had posted like yuck on my video. And I'm like, yuck? Like, I'm not sure what I wrote back, but now he's on all my other posts commenting. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I made a friend out of this.
Yeah, right. I got a comment the other day and it was just like ripping me. And like his name, his like at was like shut up and then like underscore his name. And so like I just added him and then I like returned and I was like, that's it. That's my comment.
Yeah.
Like shut up.
Yep.
Like,
see? And like you can comment rude stuff too. Like it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have no filter on social media. I feel like, you have certain people that promote their self. You have certain people that promote businesses, podcasts like you guys do. But I feel like I promote myself. Like I travel. I just share. Like I have a lot of followers from my home that look at me from my past and they're like, Tonya, look at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would have thought someone that smoked crack for 15 years would be doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
So it's been very, very good to me. Like it, makes me feel like I'm helping them in a way because people that are like really still out there can look at me now and be like, look, Tonya used to be sitting right here beside me. Like, what am I doing? I need to get my life straight. So it is. That's probably been my biggest motivator in sharing on social media. That's
powerful.
Yeah.
That's very powerful that you can like, I don't know, just step away from it and look back at it all too and just say like, I've grown so much.
Yeah. A lot of people hold back. They're just like, oh, I want to go viral. How are you going to go viral when nothing you share is your true self? It's always something you're doing or something you're working at and you just think, oh, I'm going to post this and I just hope it goes viral. Like people want to wake up every day to watch you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have so many friends that are like, I see them in public and they're like, Tonya, I just want you to know I wake up every day to watch you.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel good. Like, I don't know. It does. And it puts a paycheck in my pocket.
Yeah. That's the nicest part.
I don't, I really don't care what anyone says at this point. Like they're not living my life. I came so far that there's nothing I can do from my past that is going to embarrass me.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you been bartending?
So bartending. So I've always worked in restaurants. I'd never really bartended a few times, not for long because I was in and out of addiction. But 5 years. I've been home from prison for 5 years. My cousin, Michelle, I love her. She took me to Incarceration in Ohio. Was my first bartending gig with her. she got me right here, right beside her. There's like 15 bartenders, and like I rocked it all week, and I've literally taken off in it. Like I travel. I work with like 4 different traveling companies. And they just, once you work one event, when that event comes around next year, they're going to be like, hey, you want to come work this? And yeah, so it's taken me a long way, and it's given me, I get some friends that are like, oh, well, nobody's lucky enough like you to get home and get a gig like that, And I'm like, well, people really don't know traveling bartending is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not enough people to work at McDonald's, much less going and bartending events, So it's just, not that. And then comes the friends that ask you to get them a job. So I took a friend of mine. Well, it's actually a friend of mine's daughter to Electric Forest in Ohio. Bless her heart, she's going to watch this. But I'm a country girl. Like, I travel these gigs, and a lot of the times I will sleep in my car by myself at a truck stop to save money. Like, I'm not going to go pay $70 to get a room, or $100, whatever it ends up being, to get a room for me when I can make all that profit and sleep in the back of my car at a truck stop. Like, all my people are like, oh, be careful, be careful. But I'm smart about it. Like, I will park underneath the cameras. Like, I will go inside and ask like the people like, hey, do your cameras work outside, before I pick a spot to say, so I know I'm safe. But I guess I've been through so much in my past that staying at a truck stop is not going to hurt my feelings, and no one's going to hurt me. And I feel like karma is a big thing too. Mm-hmm. I just feel like a lot of the times I see someone on the side of the road, like, I don't give every one of them money, but if I can look at them and tell that they can't go to work, I'm giving them money.
Yeah. How old are you when you started working in restaurants?
Oh, probably 19.
Oh, okay. Would you say that had like some did it coincide with the addiction at all? Is that?
No, so I really wasn't ever like, people say like, what is it, like breakthrough drugs, or what do they call marijuana? Like
A gateway.
A gateway. So alcohol's never been my thing. I'm so much like my dad. He's not a big drinker. Like, he'll drink every once in a while. My mom, on the other hand, she loves her a beer. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, I know I have it in me, and I know I have the addiction, but alcohol's never been my thing. So I share a lot about being sober on social media, and then I'll share me having a drink. So a lot of people have smart comments to say, but I feel like nobody's perfect, and somebody has to have a way out, but that they shouldn't feel like just because you're sober, everything has to be perfect. Like, you got to enjoy yourself too. And if you find something that you can enjoy yourself with, like alcohol, I feel like it's okay.
Yeah. I think that everything is okay in moderation. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a problem, that's a whole different thing. But I don't know. I think that people need to give other people a little bit more grace and things like that.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Like the California sober,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can be sober off the things that you were like, not even just abusing, but things that like weren't benefiting you. Yeah. You can be sober from things like that and then still enjoy other things. Yeah.
Yes, because I've always been very heavy in drugs, like real drugs. Mm-hmm. So like alcohol is nothing to me. And really, I'm not a day-to-day drinker. The only time I will drink really is if I like go out with girlfriends, which is very rarely, or if I go out with a guy I'm dating or like on a date. Mm-hmm. I'm going to drink because I am such a nervous person that I have to have loose lips. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Open up. Like, some people can't handle it. Like the podcast I did yesterday. I totally should have had a couple drinks. That was very emotional for me. It's hard for me. Alcohol, of course not too much, but it does. It gives you confidence. Yeah. So if that's what you need as a single person to go out with your friends, like, it's okay.
Yeah. No, I think it also like helps with the vulnerability, Like, I think I'm a lot more shut off if I'm not drinking. Once I'm drinking, I kind of open up. I'm, like you said, looser, and it's just a lot more fun,
Yeah.
Yeah. whatever. Alcohol's
It's okay.
it's okay.
For some, I mean, I understand people that have a problem with it, but it's just never been a lot of people ask me that. They're like, Tonya, you bartend these gigs, like, it doesn't bother you? And I'm like, no, like, alcohol has never been my thing.
Yeah.
So that's my escape from being completely sober.
Yeah. No, and that's fair. Do you were saying that like when you have those events, are you guys allowed to drink there, or is it strictly?
No, like they'll give you a drink at the end of the day. And
Okay.
of course there's people that drink on the job, but those are people that probably drink every day.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want to lose my job. I've came so far that I'm not going to get drunk. Like, I see these people that like go to get on the bus, the charter bus, like we have to take a bus in and out every day, and they'll be drunk. And I'm like, whoa, like your manager didn't see you like that? Or I would just feel like I can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that can't be me. That will
Mhm.
never be me.
It's funny. I was talking to someone about it the other day too, where like there was one point from when I was bartending that like I was just not doing it sober. Like not that I was like not not the best thing either. You know what I mean? Like you really can't do that all the time. Like it's one thing to be like functional, you know, but you can't depend on it. Like especially in the very beginning of me bartending, I was so shy. Like I couldn't like really open up and stuff. It's the only thing that made me the bartender that I was, you know.
Yes. Yes,
So.
I totally understand that. And sometimes like I'll go into work, like I have like some mental health problems. So some days, even with my social media, I will feel like I can't communicate today. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll try to make a post because, you know, that's where I make my money. And then I'm just like, what do I say? What do I say? So like I'll, you know, go into work and take a shot. And then of course, one shot leads to the other for most people. But for me, I'll like take one or two shots and then I'm good for the night until the end of the night, and I'll have a drink before I leave.
Yeah, I like the drink before you leave too. I think it helps you kind of like settle down.
Yes.
I had a clip the other day that I posted, and it was talking about how like so many people like can't really decompress after work, and so many people in the comments were like, "That's what the shift drink is for. That's what the shift drink is for." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, okay, this is not just me. Like this is a normal thing. People do this, you know." Like I'll get home and like sometimes I'll literally just be like, "I just need a glass of wine. I just need to like."
Yep, and you'll be 90-0.
Yeah.
I will get on my phone and get home at like 1:00, and I will be on my phone till like 3.
Mm-hmm.
I had to turn off like the notifications where it says that you're on social media, so people didn't see that I was awake that late.
Yeah.
Because then they'll think that I'm doing something bad, like, what's Tonya doing awake at 4:00 in the morning? And really, I'm like, it takes me a while to come down after I get off work.
Yeah, I'm just wired. I'm talking to people nonstop, you know? And I think that what a lot of people don't realize too is like the social aspect of bartending drains you.
Yeah.
Drains you. Like you feel tired, but like now my mind has just been going for so long that like I need to take it easy. I just need to like let myself like slowly shut down.
So I work these big events all over the United States, and they will be like 4 to 7 days straight, like 12-hour days. And when I leave, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm so tired. I just worked the Fort Lauderdale boat show in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. And then I left there and drove to Texas in one day and worked the next morning. I ended up having like 125 hours in 2 weeks. I made very good money though. And I got to travel. Like I also take my baby daddy, and nobody knows his name on social media but baby daddy. I take him with me so he can, you know, just get out he works for my dad. So I like to just get him out, you know, and let him make a little extra money. And then I don't have to travel by myself. So I'm a loner. So I don't like hang out with a lot of people. I'm not going to be the girl at these events that goes out with y'all every night and gets wasted and goes to work the next morning. I'm like literally going to go in my own space. Like I need my own space with my social media. I'm like you said, addicted to it. Most people, it's an addiction for me. I don't know if it's an addiction as much as I know that the more work you put into it, the more you will get paid. So I really try to share everything, but when you go to these events, it's very hard. You're like, like you're staying up with just commenting on people's, commenting back to people, or so it's really hard for me to share when I go to events like the whole time like I do when I'm not working.
And I feel like you start getting addicted to like the stats and stuff like that too. Like I'll go on my dashboard all the time and just be like, okay, like how is this clip doing versus this clip? Why do I think that this, like, what did I tag in this that worked and whatever? It's like it fucks with you like so much.
So it really, that kind of stuff really, I just still post because people are like, they're like, oh, I want to go viral. But I really don't feel like unless you have something that's going to make people watch you or your everyday life, I just don't feel like you got to put in work. Like it's not just going to come to you.
No.
You got to go get it. And it's a paycheck. So really, if you keep sharing, eventually, like that bartending gig, you probably won't have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can share making you a drink at home in your kitchen.
Yeah, I have a friend who does that. Like he's never really worked at a bar. He does events now just because he has like this following. And like it's so crazy. He literally started by reviewing tequilas and now tequila brands reach out to him to like be like an endorser.
Yeah.
It's sick.
See, people don't realize it's a whole job. It's a whole nother hustle. I get that a lot. Like, oh, why is she sharing like that? That's not her. But after drug addiction, like, I don't know who I am. Like, I'm definitely not who I used to be. So let me find myself, like, stay out of my way. I don't need, like, you can sit and watch me from home, but I don't need, I really don't need you. I can block you and not worry about it. I blocked someone this morning that has always been my very good friend. But when she needs something, she'll call me. But when she's, like, when I post something, she won't ever comment on mine, and then I'll see other people post up, mainly guys, post something, and she'll be on there. So this morning, I seen someone post, one of my friends post something, and she put something on there, and I was like, you know what? Today, I got to cut you off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be here for you to call and ask me for something, and then you're not going to support me regardless as a friend. That's like where your childhood friends come in. Like, you've always been worried about what I do now. And now that I'm doing better for myself, like now you're hating.
Yeah. Now you have all these criticisms.
Yeah.
Like I think it's one thing, like you can criticize me in private, but then in public, in front of other people, I've never understood that. Like I've never been the type, like if I'm mad at one of my good friends for doing something, you know what I mean? I'm going to talk to you directly. You know what I mean? Like if you did something that upset me, I'm going to talk to you in private. Yeah. And if anyone asks me during that time, that's my girl. Yeah. That's my girl, you know?
And that's how it should be. So I get that a lot with my social media. I will share my feelings. If I'm dating someone and I go through problems, I will share it. Not like I keep a lot of things in and don't share a lot. But as far as like my feelings and the way I feel about it, there's so many people going through the same thing that people don't realize that there's so many people out there going through the same thoughts that you have in your head that if you really want to be an influencer and want to share, like you have to get personal with these people. Like they have to look at you and be like, she thinks just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's how you find your group of followers in social media. Everyone and people will be shared to share other people's stuff. Like, oh, they're going to get my followers. The way I see it is I follow tons of people. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to find your own group of people. Like if they don't want to follow you, they don't have to follow you. And that has never bothered me. Like I try to share most of my stuff, or most of my friends' things. But then you don't want to fill your wall with everybody else's stuff. You really want it to be about your personal self and the way you think, not just, I mean, I hate to say it, but supporting your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, you're trying to support yourself in that industry. I mean, unless you're someone that shares how to gain followers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Getting a post, go follow all these people, invite all these people. I'm not good with that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, I've never really been good at that either. I'll leave, like, honestly, I think it's one of those things too. Like, I'll get those and I'll just like swipe them. Just like, I'm going to figure it out on my own, I think.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they're fun. Like if it's a close friend of mine that opened the group and they're trying to gain followers, like I'll go invite some people to the group, but then sitting there in the group, like I don't need to look for followers that much. They will come to me. I feel like karma is really big, and I just feel like the people are going to follow who they want. If your friend follows you, most of the time, their stuff is going to show up on your wall, like when you're scrolling.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be there regardless of whether you showed me or not. So I don't know. It's hard to fill your post. Your friends will be like, oh, well, you're not supporting me. No, it's not that. But I mean, I got so many friends. I can't just people go to my page. I'm not going to fill my page up with everyone else's stuff. I need to be making posts about myself and the way I feel every day.
Yeah. Did you see, or do you think that there was any prejudice, like when you did come back and you jumped straight into like the bartending thing?
Oh yeah. So bartending, yeah, I got a lot of that. Like, Tonya, you're just lucky because you got a good job when you came home. And I was. You know what I'm saying? Some things just fall into people's laps. And so there's a group online, Traveling Bartending. Like they have a traveling bartending page on Instagram. Like people can go look in these pages and find work. Like they will post it. So when my friends ask like, hey, can you get me on? Like I'll put them onto the page. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not putting your name on my work. Like I have so many friends asking me, I can't put everyone to work.
Yeah.
And then I just feel like that's just my getaway. And I just, I've helped a few people get in, but you either get in that industry because it's like you got to know someone to get in thing. So it's really hard to get in regardless. Like it took me 1.5 years to get my baby daddy in.
Yeah.
So when people ask me, I tell them like, hey, if they ask for somebody next event, I will ask them if they need help. And if they say they need help, like I got a list of people that will come to work, So really it takes, I got a lot of criticism from it. People probably still look at me and like, but they're still watching.
Yeah. The engagement's still there.
Yes,
Thanks though.
you gotta, and maybe in the end, maybe when they heal their self, they'll look and be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have looked at her that way, or.
Yeah. But like you said, I think that has to be some type of karmic energy too, like where you probably, like everyone makes mistakes, right? Like, but like you probably did something in your past that like, you deserve where you're at now. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. It's really good money. It's really good for me. It fits perfectly with my social media. So I had traveled with all these traveling companies. I bartended at a Jaguar Stadium too, and the ViStar Stadium next door, which they have like a hockey team and all the concerts go there. So I've been there like 4.5 years. That's like my family. Like I even worked in the liquor room. Like they're, like those are my people now. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I just recently went and worked for the first time I've ever worked for a restaurant where they have all the locals that are very judgmental. Let's talk about that.
Oh, God.
Have you ever worked at a restaurant where there was, well, yeah.
Like, Stan's is pretty much all local people. It feels like when I remember I told my boss the day that I turned 20, or like the year that like we all turned 21 was the worst year of my life. It was all like, it felt like a high school reunion every single day.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah. So working at a restaurant that has older couples and older people at the restaurant, it feels like that has really been my battle with there. Because you go in there and, I'm this uppity girl that likes to wear cute bows in her hair and regular shorts. Like I don't share where like my butt crack's hanging out or anything, or my butt cheeks. But I feel like, that's just me. Like that's the things I wear, and they're not too short. I'm 41 years old, so I'm not, but it's just been that was very political to me maybe not political, but you know what I'm saying? Like people judging, like wives not wanting to come in there because their husband looked at you while you're pouring your keg. Like, ma'am, I can't help that your husband looked at me like that. Like, he's not looking at me like that. I feel like too, how can you, as someone that's been married to someone for so long, be upset at that? Like, they got to have something to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like older women, like even older women, they go to like watch male strippers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like they shouldn't be judgmental to bartenders coming in there. And that's been a big problem at the bar I work at.
Yeah, and I just think it's funny too when people get like upset, like when, like you were saying, like with couples, like when the women get upset that they're looking, it's like, you're gonna tell me that this is the first time your husband's done that?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I know that every single bar that you go to, he's doing the same damn thing, and you're getting mad every single time. Maybe don't sit at the bar, babe.
Yeah, now you're not gonna come sit at the bar while I'm there on that shift that night. Like, ma'am, come on.
Come on. And like you'll look at the wife and like you guys look like polar opposites.
And then you got to sit by the wife and talk to her so she doesn't like look at you wrong, or you got to make her feel comfortable in herself too, because we as women, like when you have a man like that and you see things like that, you have to, like, that's our job as bartenders, like not be snooty and sit over here and hang out with the guys. Like, our job is to take care of the women too when they're in couples like that. And I just feel like that's the best thing you can do in that situation.
Yeah, I remember when I had just started serving, like my manager at the time, because I was 18, like I was a baby, and like he was the one who told me, like, listen, there's a couple, you look at the woman, you don't look at the man, you always look at the woman, you like greet her first, whatever. Like, you obviously have to talk to the guy because he's sitting there, you have to take their order and whatever, but at the same time, like, you're always gonna like prioritize the woman because you don't want her to feel uncomfortable. And I get that completely. You know what I mean? I think my problem with that usually really lies on just like, there's just really nothing you can do without these people getting upset. Like, if you're going to be upset at me regardless, and I'm trying my best to like cater to you specifically because you are in this couple, then there's just really nothing I can do.
Yes. So it's just, there's nothing we can do except for try to smoothing it out, like, hey, you want a drink? I got you.
Yeah. Or you're trying to make jokes with her.
Let's do a shot real quick.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. No, that's the best. Do you at the restaurant, like, are you able to like take shots with customers and stuff?
Yeah. So they allow us, a couple shots. There's a girl that just got hired at the restaurant I work. Granted, the restaurant is closing this Sunday. I've been there like 5 years. That has been like my home base. So I waited tables there since I came home from prison. And I waited tables for like the last 4 years. Well, recently they got really slow. So, well, not recently, but a couple of months ago, they got really slow. So they're like, Tonya, you got multiple jobs. Like, I got to give these other people these hours, and I don't want to take from people that just rely on us. And I totally understood it. So I'm like, all right. He was like, I'm going to keep you in everything, hot schedules. I was like, all right. And I'll let you know when I need you again. So I was like, all right. So he called me a couple months ago and he's like, Tonya, I need you. And I was like, all right, perfect. Like, I didn't run to go get another job because I have enough. Like, I can go work these events and make what normal people make in a month. So I can stay home and stay with my kids and my bills are paid. Like, I'm building a house and I need more money, but my bills are paid.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for me to find another job that is open for me traveling.
Yeah. That flexibility is hard. We just hired someone that travels too. This bartending gig.
But everyone needs a home base.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to be held down. So I was really iffy about, even when he asked me to come back and asked me to go behind the bar, I was very iffy on working with regulars because I had never really worked with so many regulars, but I felt comfortable there because I'd been waiting tables there for 4 years. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, you can put me behind your bar.
Yeah.
I'm good now. And then literally like a month and a half later, we found out they were closing. So that was it's been very hard, like my home base. So now, but when one door closes, another one opens.
No, absolutely.
So,
I mean, it's cool that you guys even knew. Like, a lot of restaurants that I hear about don't find out till like the day of, and then they just don't have a job the next day.
Yeah. So, we rented the business from a boatyard. It's like a boat dock, or what would you call it? Anyways, where people dock their boats. And they own the building and we rented from them. And when the 10-year lease was up, they wanted to sell the whole marina. So we were like, all right, well, we'll sign another 5-year lease, but you need to come in and fix some things. And they didn't want to come in and fix those things. So they just really were like, no, we can't come in and fix those things, but you can get a 5-year lease. And we were like, no, like,
Yeah.
you know, like they had to, and it was tough on the family, you know, having to lose everyone in a restaurant and knowing your restaurant was successful and then having to stand your ground.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So you do have to stand your ground for your employees because your employees don't want to have to come in and the toilet's not working. Or,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the landlord, people that get paid for all this don't want to come in and fix it. Like, it's a lot on a business owner to have all that plus multiple businesses to take care of.
No, are you kidding? I see it in my boss all the time. I'm like, I swear to God, that guy, I hate that how much I like talk highly about him. Like, honestly, I love the guy, but it's like sometimes I just like look at his workload and I'm just like, I would go insane.
Yeah.
I would go insane of every little thing that they have to worry about.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you forgot to turn off the light one night, but he's paying the bill. You know what I mean? Like you're not seeing that bill of like that got forgotten or whatever, you know, just like everything accumulates and it's just so much pressure. And I think that it's funny because like for especially people who have been in the industry for a long time, a lot of times people are like, oh, like it's going to be so cool when you own your own restaurant. Fuck no.
Yes.
I will never do that.
Yeah.
I will absolutely never do that.
Let's talk about management. When you get a job somewhere and your management just doesn't have no balls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're great people. You know what I'm saying? And they probably own, you know, or close to in business with the restaurant. And it's like you let all these people get away with all that stuff. Like these people should be coming in and doing their side work and showing you. But now I got to come in and clean all the ketchups on the table while your other people sit and eat food at the table. And you don't do anything about it. Like, where is, like, come on, let me be the boss.
Yeah. No, you know, there was definitely, I've always been someone that's kind of scared of confrontation. I really don't like being like the bitchy person in the room, whatever. I don't like when people like don't like me. But that's like one of those things where it's like, you're not going to like do your part. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's where like the server in me will come out or like the bartender in me that will come out. Like if I see someone doing something fucked up, that's when I'll speak out.
Yeah.
Like I would never like let the other servers like, I don't know, take the bulk of the heat for something.
Yeah.
The new manager now will hold everyone accountable.
See, and that's how they should.
Yeah.
Like, it should be a team. Like, we are a team. Like, I might have a table in your section later. When you get cut, like, why should my people have to come sit at your table where you didn't sweep under it that day? Like, come on. Like,
No, and it looks crazy. It's a poor reflection on the restaurant. And like the one thing that we always talked about is that like, listen, this person will come in this day and you'll have an experience with this person. That person's experience with that person is going to dictate whether they come back and they sit in your section next, you know?
Yeah.
It's super important. Just like the little things in the restaurant that people don't really pay any mind to.
Yeah.
It shows. You know?
It does. It really does. Especially when you're all trying to work in that restaurant to make money. And then this person gets a bad review because the people come in and they're like, oh, the table was still dirty. Or they tried to sit me at a table and it still had ring spots from the drink. They didn't even wipe it off. Like, get up.
Yeah,
Let's let's be a little bit better today. I've always been very, like, I'm always the person at work that like you say, you don't like confrontation. I'm the one talking shit, washing the walls, like running 100 miles an hour around you. Like doing things. So they'll be like coming in, eating food, wanting to go home early. Well, I'm the one that wants to go home early too, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to say, hey, boss, I'm going to clean this wall over here and this cooler. You'll let me go first? That's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, oh, well, why did she get to go early? He's like, she's been back there scrubbing walls.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to come back to Connecticut? Look up here, you're hired.
Yes. I have thought about looking, so, traveling, coming up to New York. So I ran across a business page the other day. And it was people hiring people to travel to come to New York and work just for the holidays. So that's really been on my mind. Me and Ange might come do that next year because that would be so much fun just for the experience. Like, I'm not a city girl. Like, I bartend these events all around the United States, but it's never like, I mean, I guess you get, after working the events for so long, it gets better, but like, that would be just an experience because this is so much like city life. I'm from the country.
Yeah.
Little old St. Augustine. We got like 4 or 5 bars, it's not like the party life up here.
The people that you'll meet in a city like that are the kookiest in the best way.
Yeah.
You'll meet the most interesting characters in the world.
Yes. I'm really excited to go out in New York.
Yeah. You're going to have a blast. Do you guys have anything in mind that you're going to visit?
No, not really. We're just going to sightsee and stay out of the hotel room for 2 days.
Yeah. And you guys are going to stay in Times Square, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be fun. At least you'll get to like walk around. You get to see Rockefeller.
Yes.
Rockefeller is beautiful.
And I want to go to a Broadway show, so that'll be nice. And go check out some bars. Like, I want to see, like, I want to work in that busy bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I love to be busy. So in my traveling event, like, I'm slinging drinks with lines of people. You know what I'm saying? So where my business isn't really most of the time in the traveling industry, you're really not seeing the same people more than like once or twice because they're going to walk around the whole event. So you're literally there to make everyone in your line happy, like, because you're only going to meet them one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really, it's so much easier for me because I don't have to carry the mental weight of remembering that person. Because I'm really bad with remembering people. People will be like, oh, well, when you look at their IDs, look at their names. But I really don't. I look at their picture. Like, if they're young, of course, I'll look. But, like, I'm just really bad at that. Like, I'd rather, like, talk about something else.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of hat you got on today? Or, ma'am, I like your shirt. Like,
Yeah.
golf, they always wear the best shirts. Like, they'll have like margarita glasses or wine glasses or Tito's. Tito's is a huge thing in golf. So that's a big thing. Like, that'll be my way to get in versus being the polite, like, okay, Miss So-and-so.
Yeah.
I've
always preferred a bartender or a server with more personality.
Yeah. Last night we went to the bar in the hotel we're staying at. And the guy was just so dry. Like, he was just like, like he couldn't hear. Like, you're like, okay, well, I know the man needs a job. Like, I know it's not a busy bar. So, I'm sure real bartenders don't want to go work in there. But ma'am, like, hire the girl that's never bartended and let her come bartend, because you'll probably get so much more personality. Like, that guy, I feel bad, but he needs to veer off. You know what I'm saying? Because it sucks for someone in the industry to come in and like we asked them about the soup and stuff or a drink or what kind of tequila they had, and it was like, what'd you want? And it's like, oh man. I mean, we tipped him good, but it's like, you guys could do better as management. Like, maybe that's your friend or he's worked there a long time, but at some point you have to retire out of the industry, because when you have young people or single people come in and they want to know, or groups of people and they want to know about where to go, you need someone that can talk. Like, I need to be able to ask you questions about your city.
Yeah, especially in the hotel. I feel like in the hotel, I feel like people are obviously traveling. You need to have some type of, I don't know.
And I'm the person that on Google reviews, I Google review everything.
Do you?
Yes. Only because I feel like that's the only way that's going to help that person, because I'm not going to go in there and say, ma'am, you need to do this. And I'm not rude about it because I'm in the industry. So I really make sure I put points in where like they could become better at their job, because sometimes people like corruptive criticism. Like, some of them people don't ever know how to take it. Like, I'm not being mean to you, but like, if someone knows a way to do something better than me or faster, like, I want to know it. Tell me. I'm not going to hate you for saying, Tonya, that's not the way you should do that. Like, let's do it this way. And then I look at that way and I'm like, damn, I never thought of that. Like, okay, now I got a new way.
Yeah.
You know, so people don't look at it that way. And I do. I take corruptive criticism very well.
Yeah, I think in like an industry like this where you are, like you said, always learning something new, I feel like it's important to kind of take that criticism and see how you can grow from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like learning something new every day. You should wake up every day and want to learn something new.
Yeah. I think that people are too like stuck in their ways and just way too comfortable with just being stagnant.
Or like a new drink. Like people
using
using sour mix for a margarita.
Mm.
Like, oh, that's okay if that's all you have and you don't have lime juice and agave, but come on,
Yeah.
put some ice in your shaker and
Yeah.
let's like, because that's the original margarita. You know, people are just getting lazy with putting sour mix in it because it's easier for them. And a good margarita is tequila, agave, and lime juice.
That's how we make ours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just made one downstairs. It was so good.
Yeah, good.
Casamigos. Yeah.
Love that. Is that your tequila of choice?
So no, I like Dobel.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that.
No? So it's like at every PGA golf tournament. They have it's pretty good tequila. Yeah.
Really? And are you a Reposado or a Blanco?
Reposado.
Me too.
Definitely. And I like it warm. It just goes down so.
I was telling someone that the other day too. I feel like when it's chill, it hurts so much more going down.
It's like you can take it warm and it's just like, oh, that tasted good.
Yeah, right? Whatever. But listen, thank you so much for coming on.
I did so much better than
Ian's
Ian's because so like sharing your story. So this is for all the people that are out there wanting to do a podcast. Don't share your story if you're a sissy or if you don't remember a lot of your past, because that's what I came into, was not remembering a lot of things from my past. So I was like, But this, like talking about like now and the things I go through now, it was so much easier. So thank you.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming on, sharing your stories. Cheers. Me and my fucking